Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your host, your boy, your one and only Galaxy, and I'm signing in to another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing in for Comic-Con Radio. Coverage of pop culture events from around the globe, amazing interviews with celebrities, daily recaps and reviews of popular television, The Walking Dead, Z Nation, Van Helsing, DC Titans, Flash, The Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, American Horror Story, The Green Arrow, movie reviews, everything Comic-Con and fandom from around the globe. Comic-Con Radio. Get ready to enter our universe. Let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming back. Keep coming back and keep coming and coming all day, all afternoon, and all night long. Because Comic-Con Radio is there for you. We're just there for you. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You can count on Comic-Con Radio because we're right there next to you. And we're bringing you all the cool reviews and recaps and interviews and all sorts of other fun stuff from our universe. And that's our universe, right? When I say our universe, I mean everything that's in it. Whether you're a fan of DC Comics, Marvel, the movies, FX, CW, sci-fi, whether you're a fan of any of them, it doesn't matter as long as you're within our universe. I'm your boy Galaxy. What's up, everybody? Thank you for supporting us so much. Wow, we're hitting such great numbers on views. Remember, we want to grow 1 million strong, 1 million listeners strong. Let's do it. It's going to be a little bit of work, but I think we could get there. And together, we're going to make it happen. So on today's episode, we are talking about Z Nation Season 5, Episode 3. Here we go. Welcome. That was cool, huh? Always gets you, right? I love their intro. It sounds really great. It's lovely. Today's been a lovely day, ladies and gentlemen. Very lovely. I love it. I couldn't wait to come in the studio and get the Z Nation show done. Today's pretty busy. Fridays are very busy for your boy Galaxy. I got to tape Z Nation. I got to record Van Helsing and DC Titans. And a new show is launching next week, which is Midnight Texas. We're going to try to fit it into our schedule. Our schedule's crazy as it is. It's like we cover so many shows on television and we don't even have time to like upload our interviews and stuff like that, but we're going to do it. So the Z Nation Episode 3 on Season 5 is called Escape Altura, or Escape from Altura, right? So what's happening over here? It's not that Numerica we all thought, right? You got to understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Whenever there's something new being created and one person is like managing it, do you think they want to give up control when there's nobody to police them or govern them or do anything? Altura has a CEO, right? And he already seems a little bit, to me, he doesn't seem right. Because we all know where he's from, right? He's from that place where you have barcodes on your hands. And already, we don't trust Estes. We don't trust him at all, right? So he schemes. Yeah, he's scheming all right, but he seems kind of sketchy. From the beginning, I just thought he was weird, and it proved my point. Now, I know I watch a few episodes ahead of everybody. Probably you guys got the connections too, and you watch the whole season already. But I can't tell you what's going on next episode. But for right now, Estes is a skeezy shmazizi. You know what I'm saying? So the beginning of the episode starts with everybody in that room. ears are ringing. The explosion just went off. It was an assassination attempt. I think they were trying to kill George. And everybody's just going nuts, running around. There's dust swirling, and everybody's shocked. My God, this is not even like a real city made up yet. This is not anything. It's just like a small little section on a piece of land, and they're already having power trip problems, already having power trippity-dippity problems. And it's not good, right? It's not good because it's the humans and the talkers. And they were trying to do a vote where the talkers can become citizens. And it was like a landslide. Everybody wants the talkers to become part of Altura and become a citizen. But I think there's some people in the underlining that doesn't want that to happen. They want to keep the segregation and the difference. Yeah, there's a difference. The talkers have to eat these special cookies to keep alive. Right? Those cookies have traces of brains and other stuff in it to make them stay humane. Because if they don't eat the cookies, they're going to go cookie wild. It's like the Cookie Monster when he doesn't have a cookie. Rah, 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 rah. They go crazy. They don't want to eat anything. And it kind of showed you in this episode what happens to them, right? When they don't have the cookies or they don't eat these doses, they become ballistic, right? They become that animalistic zombie that we're all used to, not a decent talking person that'll sit and have a conversation with you. This person will like, come here, let's conversate. Boom, eat your ass. And it'll go that way. Now, Numerica is that area, right? There, George is supposed to become its leader, but it has a CEO, which is Estes. And that guy's not going to let it go. He's not going to let it go that easy. And, they're voting. They're already trying to start a democracy. Even during democracy. I'm not going to edit that out. Even during zombie apocalypse, they want to create democracy because we're human, right? Humans are human. That's our nature. We want to be fair. And we want to have empathy and sympathy and all that stuff. But, there's a few bad apples in the bushel every now and then. And we got to take those apples out and make apple pie and leave the other ones back in there, right? Yeah. So a lot of people survived that aftershock. A lot didn't. It was really hectic. If you went on our social media, we wrote some cool posts about it and we showed what's up. Also, I want to give a shout out to the cast of Z Nation. Love you guys. We're doing some interviews with some of them. I want to get them all, on the phone, get those interviews done so you guys could hear their voices, right? You want to hear their voices, see how they sound like. I want to interview Doc, right? I think he'd be cool to interview. I want to see if he's a real similar to what he is on the TV show. So it's just going nuts, right? A lot of the people that are humans have turned into Z's and they smell fresh blood and they're going crazy, but they're all stuck on things, right? The explosion was pretty bad. Like pieces of wall are there, big metal pieces, and they're stuck in there trying to get out, but they can't. And there's not enough biscuits to go around. There's not enough biscuits. Nabisco, please come out. Nabisco on aisle 5, please come out and bring some Z biscuits because these people is going crazy. And we don't want them to go crazy, right? We want them to stay humane and lovely and talk and be like, hello, I am the Z. So Doc and crew defend the living. Yep. That's it again. Doc and crew, they're always defending people. They're always ready to go. They're always ready to go 100. Boom. At a blink. At a step. At a notion. They're ready to go and crazy and get all these zombies and give them mercy. But you know what? With all the hectic things going on, they're still kind of keeping level-headed. It's kind of cool. And a lot of these once human delegates are now talkers. And Warren, George, and Estes huddle up. And he starts talking. And instead of helping people, he's like, well, I have horses. I said horses. He says, I have sources that told him they know who's behind the bombing. But why would he say that? And who are you to say that? I know he's a CEO, but Come on, he's the conniver. You did it, buddy. And the vote was a landslide, right? They won. Z talkers are full citizens now, so they can't be mistreated. The vote happened. Even though the bombing happened, even though the assassination attempt happened, whatever it was, the votes happened, the Zs won, and they're citizens. So they need to be treated equal, right? They need to be treated equal. And whoever did this was trying to stop that, and they couldn't. And now it's done. And it's just crazy. But one guy is missing during this time, which is Dante, which is George's Z friend, the military dude, the guy with the popo shades, with the stash, that eats cookies every second because he's like tension as a mofo. He got tension up the yin yang. But, he was probably a crazy military guy when he was a regular human. Now that he's a talker, he's, got that Z strength. So everything is going crazy and a lockdown happens. Of course, right? They're going to do a lockdown. This is kind of like how some of those movies or real life even goes. Something's about to be democratic, and all of a sudden a situation happens, and then the person in charge locks everybody in because he wants it to be for their safety. Yeah, right, Estes. This ain't for their safety, buddy. You're trying to keep them all under control. I know people like you. There's a lot of you out there, buddy, and we know what's up, right? Z Nation fans, we know what's going on with Estes, Z Nation fans, and we're not going to let it happen because we're going to keep watching Z Nation, and we're going to be praying, please, Estes, go away, buddy. Go away. So the lockdown happens, right? And everyone's on high alert. Everybody. And basically, there's a part there when Citizen Z's getting his camera and he's looking at it, right? He's looking at it and it kind of shows who did it. But what showed us on the tube, on the tele, is Dante kind of walking in front of the stage. That's kind of like just set up for us, the viewers, to look. I don't think it's Dante's fault. But you know what's so weird? The second Citizen Z was looking at that, trying to find the culprit on film, Estes quickly appears out of nowhere, right? With his weird posse, right? The creepy crew. He's the creepy crew. And he demands Citizen Z hand over the camera. He's like, oh, if you want to give it yourself at your own will, lick your toes. He was like, all right, whatever. What is he going to say? No, that dude was going to take it from him because he's cray-cray. He acts so passive-aggressive. He's such a passive-aggressive guy, that Estes. And, Citizens, he gives it to him. And he's like, to review, of course. Thank you. Yeah, of course, to review, buddy. You're going to erase whatever is in there. I hope you get caught, Estes, because you killed a lot of people today in New America, and you're trying to ruin things for everybody. And George is trying to help. Warren's trying to help. Everybody's trying to do their part, but you just got to ruin it. You got to ruin the dream because you just don't want the Z's to be citizens. And I understand. You got to keep giving them cookies. But hey, you know what? This is humanity. We live in a world. We all got to take care of each other, right? If our neighbor's hurting, we got to take care of them. If our brother's hurting or our sister's hurting, we got to take care of them. That's just the humane way. So if you got to feed some people some cookies to keep them from not eating you, I would do it. I would have a case of cookies at all time, and I'd be like, here, everybody, take these cookies, eat these cookies, and don't ever try to eat me. All right? Don't ever try to eat me. Take these cookies and eat it and leave me alone. And I'll help you. I'll feed you forever as long as you don't try to eat me. You know what I'm saying? That's what. But you know what? They're suspicious. They're not stupid. They've been through shiz and back. And Citizen Z was controlling all the tech, IT, networking, satellite stuff. He wasn't born yesterday. He knows what's up. He's a smart guy. And Doc's a smart guy too. He's like, he just doesn't say anything because he's Doc, right? He's supposed to be the, LSD dude and always trippity. But you know what? He knows what's up. He's a smart guy. He was a doctor. whatever doctor you are, you can't just be a doctor out of nowhere. You got to have some kind of brain, some kind of studying power, some kind of knowledge, right? People are like, oh, that doctor is dumb. No. It took that doctor some kind of know-how to get there. So Doc has a little bit of brains, right? And all of a sudden, they send Murphy to the lab to get checked out. And all of a sudden, they hear the red alert and Murphy gets scared. I would too. He's the only one of his kind. And what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to let him go? No, they're going to try to kill his ass, right? And use his body parts for some kind of new cookie or juice drink, right? For these talkers. So he went on the run. He's like, I'm running. My ass is running and I ain't looking back. And he didn't even care about anybody else. He just went for his own life because you know what? These guys tend to find each other, right? The Warren Murphy crew tends to find each other. And look, Murphy went and found Warren, right? He went in all over the desert and, found Warren with Cooper and took her at that point. So Murphy's on the run. And basically, he knew that he was going to become some kind of scapegoat for this sabotage. What if they would have blamed it on him, right? And that lockdown was crazy. Once you're locked in, right? They're just going to lock you in and they're going to start questioning and there's going to be all these crazy stuff. And in the middle of the night, they're going to drag you out of the house and murder you. And what are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? You got nothing to defend yourself. So he basically sneaks his way out. And one thing, though, he doesn't seem to notice that he's being followed. Now, the person following him is a guy with a hood. I don't know who he is. He doesn't know who he is. We don't know who he is or she is that's following him, but we're going to know pretty soon. And then all of a sudden, you hear Estez's voice speaking to all of Altura, and he announced something really messed up. Now, he doesn't have any data. He acts like he has data. He set this thing up, and you'll know that, right? With that part with the licking of the ear and all that stuff. When she goes to Estez and she's like, what can I do for you, Estez? She probably planned that whole thing. Creepy Phantom of the Opera looking lady. He announces to everybody in Altura that Dante is a person of interest and calls for a quarantine of all talkers. What? You just had a vote. You just let them vote. You just made them your equal. Talkers are citizens. Why are you doing that, Estez? Why? What's next? Kill George? Kill Warren? Kill them all because you can't handle it? You can't handle the truth, Estez. You're doing something wrong, buddy. You shouldn't be doing that. And things are taking a turn to the worse. Things are getting bad, right? What is this, a coup? It looks like a coup. It looks like something bad is going on. Well, he doesn't technically have to do a coup because he's a CEO. But listen, George was supposed to take power. And George is there, right? George, he's just a CEO. He's running things and doing that. George is the face on the posters, the powerhouse. George also looks like a powerhouse, right? Very strong. Georgie Pie, you look strong. You look strongity strong. And Dante is seen, right? The crew's standing there, and all of a sudden you see this van with Dante, and they're all turning, and Dante just rushes to the gates and escapes, right? Just gets the hell out of Altura. And he has to. And guess who's behind him at that point? Murphy, right? Murphy with his crazy antics, crazy Murphy stuff. I knew it. When I saw Dante's van like racing towards the gates and ready to knock it out, I knew either Murphy was going to be inside, under it, above it, or behind it. One of those places. Because Mercy Murphy, that's his name, Mercy Murphy. He's a tricky little boy. But he was right behind, hanging on with his life, with the skin of his purple teeth. He was hanging on. And you know what? They're driving, and Dante's driving fast, and he turns, and boom, Murphy falls off. And he rolls off of it. And he's like, what the hell? Now, what do? Do you go back? Do you head forward? Where do you go? Where does Murphy go? He's by himself. Like, come on, dude. But you know what? there's people trying to find talkers. And you see these cars trying to roll up. He hides behind the bushes, and it shows them trying to kill like walkers and talkers. And he hides because they'll kill him, right? Murphy, to the regular person that doesn't know who he is, the great Murphy, they think he's a talker or a walker because the way he looks like, right? He has the bite marks. He has all that stuff. It's crazy, right? And at the same time, Warren, Doc, and Citizen Z go on the run too. And they take George with them. And they want to take George to her house in Pacifica because they need answers. They have to go regroup. They have to go find out. They have to go see what's going on because it's very important, right? At this point, regrouping is important because you have to see what's going on, start, crossing the T's and dotting the I's because it's very, 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 very crucial to know what's going on. And I think they have an assumption, but you know what? They don't want to say that because every time Warren brings it up, George is like, no, but why would Estes want to do that? But you know what? He's an evil dude. She doesn't know that he's been plotting this, right? All along. But they got to go to Pacifica to find answers. So here's another little journey for them. I knew they couldn't stick in Altura. Come on. Z Nation from episode 1 has been journey after journey. Walking Dead is much different. Walking Dead does journeys, but they're in their hometown or they'll go to another community because they're forced to go or they have to go or they must go or something happens and then they move on. But they try to build and grow. They're different, right? But with Z Nation, it's a constant go, 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 go here, there, everywhere. And it's kind of cool. It's the premise of the show. It's just how the show is. People love it. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. It made it to season 5. You don't make it to season 5 unless you're good. Everybody's like, oh, how did Z Nation make it to season 5? How did Z Nation do it? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They made it because it's a good show, right? It's a good television series. It wouldn't make it if it wasn't something appealing to the masses. Because like I told you, television executives, all they want to know is ratings and numbers. And based on that, they'll let you stay or they'll kill it. One more thing I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Van Helsing. Lovely show. Mega fans around the world. I'm a mega fan. I love everybody on it. I love the characters. They give me so much love and support on social media. They give us at Comic-Con Radio so much love and support. Always retweeting, always loving, liking, always messaging us. And we're going to be interviewing almost every single one of them. We got some in the works. We've already done some. They're a great bunch of people. And you know what? They're in need of support. They're in need of you to watch them live. So if you can watch them live, please do so. Please go on Sci-Fi, turn it on. If you don't have time to see it, just turn it on so they can get the ratings, right? Trick. But, if you need to ask me questions about it or if you want more information, please give me a call, toll free, that's actually 1-800-976-0305. That's toll free, 1-800-976-0305, or on social media at Comic-Con Radio or comiccon-radio.com. Let me know if you need information about Z Nation or Van Helsing. And also, if you have questions about this show or any other show, we're here. We love you. I'm here. I'm your galaxy, right? I am your galaxy. I'm going to take care of you like I do every day. So also, they're trying to find Murphy and Dante, right? George needs to find Dante, and Warren and Doc and everybody else need to find Murphy, right? What's going on? It's hectic. It's super, super hectic. Now, back at Altura, Estes gets this report on everyone's whereabouts, and basically all the talkers they've captured because they're starting to put them in these little fence areas. They're even capturing the talker workers that are scientists and part of the teams and all those people. And he doesn't want anyone free. He doesn't want anybody roaming free. He wants everybody. And you know who's in his ear all the time? Licking his face, sticking her long-ass tongue down his ear? Pandora, the Phantom of the Opera looking chick. She is doing that. I think it's her devious plan, and Estes just wants some, you know what I'm saying? He wants some. Yes, I said it. I'm still clean show. Remember, this is still a clean show. I'm not cursing. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, and, she's just talking to him. And basically, he fences everybody in. And it's kind of sad because these are your citizens. You voted. You voted. Everyone voted. And it was a landslide. It was a landslide. And they're your equals. Why are you fencing them in? Why? Pandora's working her tongue magic in your ear, Estes, right? Talking, yapping, and licking, and all sorts of other stuff. And on the other side outside, Murphy's like walking fast and creepy because somebody's following him. Some creepy ass dude is following him. He just keeps following him all across the wasteland. Not one peep out of his mouth. Now, dude, if you know Murphy, say something. You're like 15 feet away. You're just following him like you're scaring him. Imagine, what would you do if some guy in a hoodie is following you? It's like 10, 15 feet away, doesn't say nothing, and you're walking in like down some street, and he goes every turn and every angle with you. You'd be scared too, right? Even though you know the person or they're friendly or whatever, you'd be like, dude, you're a creepy ass, scary person. Get out of here. Get out of here. But what happens is he rolls down this hill, right? He rolls down a hill, falls, and all of a sudden the guy comes down the hill, and Murphy's like, and all of a sudden, guess who it is? It's Wesson. Not Wesson Oil, but Wesson. Remember the city that Murphy controlled, Murphytown, right? Not Disneyland, but Murphytown. Yeah, it's Wesson from Murphytown. He's been looking all over for Murphy. They've been all looking for Murphy because Murphy's their master, their king, their leader. And just in the nick of time. Isn't Z Nation cool? Shouldn't it be happening just in the nick of time? It's like when I pray to God and I tell God to help me with things, it's like God waits till the last second, like 0, 2, 0, 1, 0. Okay, here you go. I'll help you. It's like that. And Murphy's like, oh my God. He got startled, right? But the guy's like, oh, you're so funny because, they're afraid of Murphy because back then Murphy was ruthless, right? That one season, he was all like, eating people's brains and going, he still eats people's brains, but he's more humane now. But he was ruthless there. He split from everybody and he was becoming crazy. And Murphy is so thrilled to see him. And he's so thrilled to see Murphy. And he said he has a dozen of people ready to go. And they have vehicles. And they want to take him to Limbo. What's Limbo? I think it's a town, maybe a city, maybe something else like Altura. But we'll find out. They have a team there. Now he has his own soldiers, his followers. And Murphy, right? That dozen's going to turn into 100 people pretty soon. But now he's a little more humane. So hopefully he'll help Warren and Doc and Citizen and all of them. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And there was like a truck of people like trying to run these people down. And it was nuts. It was nuts. And what they do is so it's this little pathway, right? With a hill on one side and a hill on the other side. So they're trying to get a truck, right? Or a pickup. And these guys are running around everywhere trying to find Z's and talkers and all that. So what they do is they do this traditional thing. Doc's walking slowly, and they're like, hey, they're trying to like kill him. And all of a sudden he turns around and then everybody just pops up like those old Western movies, right? From the top of the hill, like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, wah, 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 doo-doo-doo, wah, wah, wah. And they take the truck. They take the truck and his old Doc, dirty road limping, lured them in and it worked. And they're on their way to Pacifica now. They got their own truck. They got everything ready. They probably got like food. They probably got a whole bunch of stuff. And what the sad part is as they're driving, they find some of the talkers that had escaped. Because, people were escaping while all that crazy stuff was happening. A lot of people got out. That's why those people in those trucks were trying to find them. So did I just sound like find them? Just so weird. Find them. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. No, they were trying to find them. And the sad part is they saw those talkers. They're tortured and they were strung up and they were killed and they were burned. And it's horrifying to see because the talkers are still human, right? If they eat the cookies, they're just like you and me. And it's sad to see that these people are doing that to them. And they're ordered by Estes, right? And Pandora probably, because she's creepy Lola. She's creepy Zola, right? And everybody's probably thinking right now, where the hell is Dante? Dante's gone right now. Let's not worry about Dante right now. We'll talk about a little more of him later in the episode. And, seeing that scene is really sad. It's really sad. So the crew takes him down and, doesn't want that to be shown. But it is what it is, right? It's the apocalypse. What can you do, right? You see all this crazy mayhem everywhere. What can you do? And at the same time, all these talkers are behind barbed wire in Altura and they're without biscuits. What do you think's going to happen? Duh. And basically, Sunmi and Sarge try to find some cookies to give to Marjorie. And they find one, right? And then basically, they get her out of there. But the whole thing is going crazy in there. It's hectic, right? They're pushing, they're doing this. And, walkers escape. And it's mayhem in Altura. They escape. It's mayhem. They're starving for biscuits or brains or blood or whatever they are. And they're attacking people all over Altura, right? And who's there? 10K, right? We haven't talked about 10K this episode because we know what happens to him. Sad, right? That's really sad. Really sad. So 10K rushes off to help some people and he gets quickly surrounded. And who does he help? He's trying to help Red and, and other people. But it doesn't happen. He gets quickly surrounded. And OMG, 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 he gets bit. Right? But you know what? He had a little bit zombie-esque situation in him, right? Remember, he has that bite mark on his neck from previous seasons. So I don't know how he's going to react to this. Is he going to turn into a zombie? Is he not? I don't know. But nobody's trying to risk it, right? They don't want to take the chance, right? They don't want to take the chance at all whatsoever. So what does Red do? While the zombie's biting and holding on. Now this zombie didn't bite him. This zombie bit him and held on to him like a freaking dog. And it won't let go. So what does Red do? Red chops off his arm. Can you believe it? This is 10K, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is an amazing sharpshooter. Whether he uses a gun, a bow and arrow, a freaking slingshot, he gets his target. And now he loses his arm. And I believe it's his right arm, right? Is that his right arm? I got to take a look at that. But man, it's sad. It's really sad. But what's more sad is Sarge. We got to give the white flag or raise the flag or lower the flag or however you do it for Sarge. Because, Sarge still loves 10K, I think. She had feelings for him, but she didn't want to show it. She was a supporter. She was a down-ass chick, right? She was ride and die. And she wanted 10K to be happy, so she didn't say anything when he saw Red because she knew how much he loved Red. And they're still trapped over there, Red and 10K. And then Sarge just comes out of nowhere, runs, and tackles all the zombies down. But you know what? 10K is armless with one arm squirting blood. Zombies everywhere. Some zombies choking him. And Red's trying to pull him away to go. And Sarge is like, go. You got to go. And Z start biting her. They start biting her everywhere. And she pulls out this big-ass grenade. And when she pulls out the grenade, you can hear it in her voice. She's like, go, Go. And that's the sad part right there, because 10K could have had a threesome. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, 10K could have had a threesome with Red and Sarge, but no threesomes, 10K. And in the apocalypse, threesomes are hard. You know why? Because first of all, finding a girl or a guy that you like, that looks good to you and is going to be awesome to you and faithful and lovely is like basically zilcho. And then to find two women that's jocking you at the same time, that's in love with you, that's amazing. So 10K got his arm chopped off, but he could have got a threesome, but now that's not going to happen anymore. Okay? It's not, because Sarge blows her ass up. She blows her ass up to save them. And all of a sudden, you see everybody in smithereens. You don't even see pieces of them. You just see blood spraying. That means they like got pulverized. They got like blended. And it's everywhere. And she made the ultimate sacrifice for 10K because she loved him. She wanted him to live. She was like, forget me. Sorry. We can't have a threesome. You can have Red. I got to go. And boom, she did it. And that's sad. And also in that scene again, remember those zombies that Doc and Warren and George and them found? You know, I told you guys they buried them. Yeah, isn't that cool? Right? They buried the bodies. And that shows humanity. Because they knew those people. George knew them. And Warren and them probably came across them in Altura. So yeah, they turned into zombies because they didn't get their medicine. Come on, in today's age, there's people that I know, if they don't have their medicine, they like get zombie-like, you know, aggregated and aggressive and all that. So I can understand. So it's sad that they had to get tortured and killed and then burnt. That shows that these people at Altura are crazy-ass monsters themselves. You know, the zombies are going to kill you and bite you because they can't help themselves. But for a human to do that, that means you crazy. You got a pin loose and your head ain't blowing up like a grenade. You know? So they buried them. And they're wondering who could have done this. Who could have done it? And who do you see? Right? Pandora. Now she's evil enough with that freaking goon with her. Who's that goon that stands behind Pandora? I don't know his name. I don't know who he is. He has a freaking, what is that? A cap? A ski cap? Ripped? He looks like one of the guys from Fat Albert. That one. That one from Fat Albert. Do you know his name? He goes, he has like the ski mask on his face with the mouth part open. He looks like that. You know? Come on, dude. Who are you? Standing behind Pandora. You got a ski mask on your face with a cut just showing your mouth. And she has a Phantom of the Opera mask. You know these two are crazy killers. You know something's up with them. And, you know, that place is going crazy. It's going cray-cray. And everybody's still on the trail of Dante. You know, searching for answers, searching for everything, you know, as they journey to Pacifica. It's been a great show, that episode. It was amazing. It's lovely. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? We still have the rest of the season to go. And we want Z Nation to come back for another season. At least I do. Because it gives me more content. It gets me to share these stories with you guys. Tell me, let me know. Do you like my storytelling? Do you like how I explain these episodes? I love you guys. So before you send anything mean, I love you. You can call me toll free at 1-800-976-0305 on social media at Comic-Con Radio, or go to comiccon-radio.com. Check out our blog. Check out our podcasts. Check out everything, because we're going at it. We are going at it. And hopefully in the next couple of months, we're going to put our live stream there. Yes. You get to listen to us live in a couple of months, you know, maybe once a day, something like that. And then that once a day show will be recorded and it'll become a podcast as well. So you're going to get all sorts of podcasts from us, or episodes. Sorry, I got to say episodes, say it the right way, because people are like, oh my God, are you calling it a podcast or a show or a partycast, or what are you calling it, buddy? Galaxy, make up your mind, dude. it's an episode of our Comic-Con Radio podcast, but we're also going to be doing a live episode daily, hopefully in the next couple of months. We'll see, right after the holidays, hopefully in the new year, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it well. Because, live will add a whole different depth to this, and podcasts add a whole other depth to it, and they're all lovely. And also, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be launching our YouTube. You can check out all of our podcasts on YouTube as a video. It has pictures going along the shows, so you can go there, plus much more cool stuff. We're also in the works about starting another YouTube channel, which should have some fun and amazing cool stuff that's all related to our lovely universe, which is the Comic-Con universe. Now, when I say Comic-Con, I just don't mean Comic-Con events. I mean the meat and potatoes of Comic-Con. What makes Comic-Con? And what makes Comic-Con, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? It's the popular TV shows. It's the artists. It's the books. It's the movies. It's the characters. It's the events. And it's you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Without you, there will be no Comic-Con. Because we can do all the material in the world and be as creative as possible. But if you're not there to support us, there will be nothing. We are nothing without you. You got to remember that. You are the power. Together, we make Comic-Con so amazing globally. Together. Every single one of you have a part in this. And like I said, some TV shows need your support. So if you have a favorite television series that we're covering here on Comic-Con Radio's podcast, or if we're not covering it and you have a popular television series, please look it up. See if they need support by you viewing it. They don't need your money. They got money. They're run by networks. But they probably need your support to watch them live. Now, I know you might watch them on an app, and I know you might watch them on, some kind of device that you'll stream or something like that. But please try to watch them live. Especially Van Helsing. Let's give them the support. We have to watch them live so their ratings go up. Let's do it. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to do a contest maybe in a couple of weeks during a Van Helsing show. If we can get 100,000 people to watch Van Helsing above their normal numbers, 100,000 above their normal rating numbers, and you can get their rating numbers online. It's public information. If we go 100,000 above it, I'm going to do an amazing contest and give away one of my stuff from the Galaxy Vault, from the Comic-Con Vault. You're going to love it. These things are not just a paper or a cup or some $5 thing. My stuff is dope, okay? And you'll win it, right? And you'll love it. And I think it's going to be amazing. So try to watch live. Try to support the shows. These people work hard for us. Right? They get up in the morning, they read their scripts, and they work hard for us. And we watch this TV show, but so much goes behind it. So we got to give props to the producers, the writers, the actors, the gaffers, the everybody on every set, movie, television, anything. Love you guys. Also, another thing, my book is launching pretty soon. So hopefully in the next several episodes, I'll be announcing the name and the link in the episode, also on our website of where to purchase it. And we'll be blogging about it. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be an amazing book. I'm hoping you'll love it. And please support, pick up a copy. And we're going to be doing a book tour. And we'll be in a town near you, hopefully this spring or summer. And we get to chat about it. But until then, you could probably meet the Comic-Con crew at a Comic-Con event. Now, we'll put up our Comic-Con schedule in the new year because spring and summer is Comic-Con season. I know there's some in the fall and winter here and there, but we can't be everywhere. We try to be. Now, if you have a pop culture event, store opening, Comic-Con event, anything like that, send us a message. Go to comiccon-radio.com. Send us a quick note, an email. Go on our social media page. Give us a call. 1-800-976-0305. Let us know. We'll try to make it out. We'll talk to you. We'll see what we can do, and we'll try to be there to support you because we love you. I love you. And thank you again for supporting our episodes. This podcast series. I hope you guys love it and like it. I hope you ladies and gentlemen enjoy it. I've enjoyed every episode so far. I love it. We have thousands of episodes to come, and we're going to keep evolving. Also, another thing, if there's a television show or a movie or anything you want us to cover, let us know. Send us a message. Say, hey, I would like this show covered or this movie covered or that. Let us know, and we'll try to fit it in. Now, we can't get to everything, but we'll try to get to it as best as we can. Thank you for all the emails, letters, gifts, and everything. Also, our new t-shirts are coming out in the next several episodes. You're going to love them because they're all amazingly designed. They're stupendously designed. And thank you for your support. This was Van Helsing, Season 5, Episode 3, Escape from Altura. I'm your host, Galaxy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. I love you all. And mwah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Galaxy signing out from another amazing episode of Comic-Con Radio. Tune in for your daily shows of Comic-Con Radio. Go to comiccon-radio.com. Reach us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Comic-Con Radio. You can call us toll-free right now. 800-976-0305. 800-976-0305. Comic-Con Radio, taking the world one listener at a time.